Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 69 has just officially dropped, and I would like to review it with giving you a whole new look at exactly what the meaning between the Beerus and Vegeta training actually is, and what moment really signified to me that yesterday's theory on why Beerus hates the Saiyans is true. And if you'd like to check out that video I'm gonna leave a link to it in the description below in the top comment. I also go into detail about the shadow dragons and how essentially this story, the Granolah story, isn't just about remaking the baby arc, but it is also about remaking the shadow dragon arc. So go ahead and check out that video if you guys got some time. Let's go ahead and jump right into this Dragon Ball Super manga. So the entire beginning of this chapter feels straight out of The Mandalorian. I can even hear the Mandalorian theme coming in when Granolah is heading back to his home world and landing. That's when we find out that the Sugar people really do like Granolah. I think they feel appreciative because he was the one that was owning this planet before they got there. He and the Namekian that we're about to meet, they both were the sole survivors of the Frieza army's destruction. The Sugar people, who are also victims and displaced, they were put on this world by the Heater clan, which I like the pun that this is the opposite of the Frieza clan. This is the Heater clan, get it? That's exactly where they're going, except none of these characters seem like they're strong enough to even face off against Frieza back in the Namek saga, let alone now. So it is going to be cool to see Frieza again. This is probably one of the few instances where I'm actually excited to see Frieza come back, because usually he comes back and it's not really, because he keeps doing it and it's not really adding anything to the story. His inclusion in the universe, his role in the universe, is so important to this arc that I am actually excited for him to not only meet the Heater clan, but also meet Granolah as well. This is where we're going to be getting into theory time, so I want you guys to pay attention right now, glue your eyes to the screen, put on your thinking caps, because the entire dialogue between Beerus and Vegeta in this, and just the way that Beerus is, it tells us that there's something more there, and something toward why he seems to be very resentful to the Saiyan race. Now, you may be asking yourself, Blackscape, what the hell are you talking about? He's been training these guys for years. He goes to planet Earth all the time and eats their food. Why would he be so buddy-buddy with them and hate them at the same time? I think at this point now, he's over his past transgressions, and since he's gotten so close to two Saiyans that are extremely powerful and that he actually likes, he is basically, getting used to this, and he doesn't want to seek vengeance anymore. Vengeance on what? Here is my theory as to why Beerus hates the Saiyans. That's right, hates the Saiyans. Basically, I'm saying that Beerus, his race, knew the Saiyans' existence early on. They knew about Yamoshi. They are both that old. And they also knew about the legend of Yamoshi, where the evil Saiyans took over the good Saiyans and took over the Saiyan people, and that was that. They kicked out the Saiyan god, and boom, you have the Saiyan legend. The Beerus race lives on and on and on, not even thinking about the Saiyans at all, until one day Whis comes down and takes two of their strongest warriors back with him to become gods of destruction, one for Universe 6 and one for Universe 7. Years go by after that, and the Saiyans attack and destroy the Beerus race, annihilating all of them, killing all of them, and this is King Vegeta's sin. He destroyed Beerus's people, making it so Beerus essentially is one of the last two of his race. But if you really think about it, because they're gods of destruction, his race doesn't really exist anymore because of the Saiyans. That is when Beerus takes it upon himself to put his boot on King Vegeta's head, tormenting him and basically getting off on not really destroying them, but just making them his pets, essentially. Now, this is not how Beerus treats every other race in the Universe 7 world that we know. He didn't treat them like that when we first were introduced to him, when he destroyed half a planet. He was sitting at the dinner table with all of them until the food was not to his liking, and then he destroyed half the planet. When he goes to Earth, he has many times to destroy it, and he probably could have, but he wasn't like outwardly being sadistic to anybody that was on that planet, except for one person, and that is Vegeta's wife. He slaps her to the ground, and then he torments Vegeta some more because Vegeta is the image of King Vegeta. So, since Beerus does not destroy the Saiyan people right away, he ends up giving the hint to Frieza, the nudge nudge wink wink to Frieza, and telling him that, hey, one day there's going to be this Saiyan God, this Super Saiyan, he's going to come out and he's going to be stronger than you. He tells Frieza this legend because he knows Frieza will destroy the Saiyans, which Frieza does. He destroys the Saiyans, and that is when Beerus goes to take a nap, waking up only when he dreams about the Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, actually being alive, wakes up, is shocked to find out that Frieza is killed by Goku, goes to find Goku, Goku's not the Saiyan God, goes to planet Earth to see Vegeta, and his heart is only changed on the Saiyans and how evil they are and how brutal they are when he meets Goku as a Saiyan God. He fights Goku, and that is when he realizes the Saiyans, these last ones that are left, aren't so bad. They're not really horrible. So Beerus is now basically kind of okay with the Saiyans, even though he is a little bit more strict around them. He's a little bit more forceful around them, and he has this general disgust and disdain for the Saiyans when he's around them. When he's around Vegeta and Goku, he doesn't really treat them very good, but he still trains them because he realizes that these are the last ones left. They shouldn't be harboring the sins of the entire Saiyan people, which is what Vegeta is doing here, and that's why Beerus is trying to beat that out of him. So there you have it. That is the theory on Beerus and why he hates the Saiyans. I had to cut to this part because this was extremely important, something I really didn't get to touch on in yesterday's video, but it is really apparent when we get the translated version of the actual manga. After this, we really just get Ninja Granolah. He steals the Dragon Ball in one of the coolest outfits with one of the worst pretexts, because they were just talking about how they needed 2 Dragon Balls to make a wish. He lost one of them, or the Namekian lost one 50 years ago, and just so happens that on TV that night they have found the other Dragon Ball, and that is why we get cool ass Ninja Granolah. He summons a dragon, and he tries to become the most powerful warrior in Universe 7, which is something that I went deeper in depth with in yesterday's video, so I'm still going to leave a link to that in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. Overall, I like the way the story is going. Granolah trying to be strong by Dragon Ball's sake, I think that is something that has been overused at this point, that they need something from the Dragon Balls, or they need really easy ways to get stronger. At least the villains do, and I would like to see a villain train hard and be the strongest through hard work, similar to Goku. I would like to see that. And it was back when Jiren was around, he was the strongest, but he also had this innate power that was inside of him as well. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of today's Dragon Ball Super manga chapter. You guys think that my theory on why Beerus hates the Saiyans will come true? Who knows? There could be something that we see here in the future of Dragon Ball Super's manga. Let me know what you think, and if you made it to this point in the video, you are now part of the hashtag #EndOfVideoSquad. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Make sure to drop that comment with that hashtag for a chance to be featured in my next video. Today I'm going to be responding to Weeb Who Must Not Be Named. Who else wants to see a pissed off Broly versus Granolah? I think that would be the coolest outcome to Frieza versus Granolah. If Granolah actually kills Frieza and he stays dead this time, that would actually be really cool. And then he finds out through Frieza's technology and his surveillance that there are Saiyans living on planet Vampa, because during the Broly movie, Frieza said he's going to keep an eye on them, and that's probably what he has been doing. So Granolah goes to planet Vampa to kill the last of the Saiyans based on the sins of the rest of the Saiyans, and we could actually see a roided out Broly face off against perceivably the strongest warrior in Universe 7, and we'll see exactly what kind of powers he has that makes him unique. Right now we are seeing eye prowess, but how far is that going to go? Is that going to be implemented in his actual abilities and techniques? I have no idea. Anyway, thank you so much for your comment. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.